Victoria is a very positive, happy person, very tenacious, and a passionate learner. So what I just remember about her was her just holding herself to the expectation of, I have to get this. I have to understand this. I want to learn, and I want you to teach me.
So I had her when I was in 7th grade. That was my first time ever. Like, it was actually like when I first got to Oakland. 7th grade was like a big deal for me. Walking there, English is not my best subject. Not my best subject. So I was like, okay, brand new start, brand new year. You got this. Like, let's see what's gonna happen. Her classroom filled with every single like figurative language, like every type of literacy, like anything. English, it was in there. I didn't understand anything. It was just a bunch of words on a poster, but her smile and the way she greeted us, it was just great. I don't know, it's just a long time and I miss it. Yeah. I miss it every day.
She always was honest, Miss Randolph. English is not easy for me. And my goal as a teacher is to make it easy to everybody and to make the challenge, like, just dissipate, just go away. So we would do Socratic seminars as opposed to just sitting down always writing essays. And they became known for their seminars. So people would always come in to watch. So Victoria led this particular seminar. I just remember this, right? And we had just finished reading A Christmas Carol. And we were talking about experiences versus possessions. Which one is better? And Victoria led that one. She led it. And she was so proud of herself. By the end, she jumped out of her seat and she was like, I did that, Miss Randolph. And I was like,
middle school, I don't know what it was, but it was the most difficult part of like everything. Like, it was, school was different, like homework, it was crazy. But she connected me on every like level. It wasn't just English. She taught me about life. Because when we had like those Socratic seminars, we talked about life, like experience and possessions. Like, we had a life experience, and it was just, I don't know, that was just like the best part of everything.
I chose to go into teaching, honestly, because I wanted to make an impact on the world. I wanted to make a difference. You know, it's 8 of us, obviously, and all of us are teachers, which is crazy. One day I remember being in college and I saw my sister Tracy, and she was in her teaching career and she was teaching, and it was like magic to me in the classroom. My sister Kizu as well. This is like so powerful. And so it just touched me. And I was like, this is what I'm supposed to do. I feel like it's more of a calling than it is like a choice.
When I graduate from Ellender, I plan on going to Nichols. I plan on majoring in kinesiology. I've always wanted to go in the medical field. Like, that was just like a big thing for me. Like, I don't know, something about it just makes it feel like it was something that I was meant to do. We have an athletic trainer named Ryan, and I met Ryan whenever I was a sophomore. He ran to help people. Like, that was his calling, and I felt like that's what I want to do, because I felt like that.
I could name a list of teachers who were very inspirational. Miss Harris and Miss Ruffin and Miss Jones. And then I go back and I look at my sisters, because they're all teachers. And like I said, watching Tina and Tracy and Naani and Naisha teach, I was just like, wow. But when I have to narrow it down, right, I was torn between Miss Martin at South Terrebonne or Miss Sims. Miss Marsha Munoz Sims, the biology teacher. And the reason why she was an inspiration, I chose her, was she made me feel like somebody in the classroom. Miss Martin did as well, but Miss Sims, when you walked in that classroom, it was like we were scientists. South Terrebonne is a great school. I love my high school. I was great in athletics. I was great in academics, but you didn't really see that many teachers that looked like you, right? It wasn't as diverse. So when I walked in her class, I was just like, and I remember Victoria sharing that with me. She was like, the day I see an Asian teacher, I think I'm gonna pass out. I've never seen an Asian teacher, but that meant something to me. I just never forget that. And it's not that I didn't feel like that in everybody else's class, because I had great educators at South Terrebonne. I really did.
My mom was actually there, and my grandma was there during the war. They managed to escape. They found a sponsor, so they came to the United States, which is, I'm so glad they did. Because I feel like if I were to live in Vietnam, and I would not experience like America. Like, you get to do so much here, and there's so many more opportunities than they do over there.
She said, we have to cut grass with a blade, and we have to swipe our hands, where you guys have a push more. And she was like, there's so many opportunities here, and you guys just don't even see it, and you don't even want to like grasp it.
Even though I didn't know English that much, I still like tried every day to make sure like what I was doing was enough. Like make sure that I had everything, so that like it was like a part of it was like to make my parents proud, but a part of it was to make myself proud and to take advantage of like everything that they have given me. Like they sacrificed so much for me to like to be here and like to do well, and like so that I can support myself.
They become my family, and I tell them that. I always refer to them as my kids, and I say, you guys are with me forever. Like, you don't just leave and you just don't go to high school and forget about me. You're with me forever.